How's it going, folks, and welcome back to the Average Garage. Now, I get asked a lot of questions about this car as far as what's done to it, so I thought I'd make just a quick video running through what I've done to it, what changes I've made, what I do and don't like, and yeah, main question is about tyres and rims. But yeah, let's jump into it. I might miss a few things, I don't know. I'm going to be pretty brief about it, but yeah, we'll just run through what modifications I've done and what I plan on doing. Alright, so to start up front, we've got the PIAC 3-loop Elite bar. Now, I got this a while ago as a part sponsorship deal and I couldn't be happier with this bar. I had the no-loop before it and I was kind of sold on the no-loop design, but once PIAC offered me the 3-loop, I couldn't turn it down, and after I fitted it, I fell in love with it. It's absolutely amazing, and yeah, I haven't had any issues with it. Not that you should have any issues with the bar at all. I don't have all the wizardry of the forward collision mitigation, the adaptive cruise, and the front parking sensors, which makes life a bit easier. But yeah, the new bar suits it anyways. As you can see, there's a little cutout here, specifically for the radar and the camera and that. But yeah. Moving on, I've got a Warn XD9000 in here, so it's a 9,000 pound winch. It's got 12,000 pound cable on it, so the winch will break before the cable. Anyways, I've made another video on that of when I actually got it and I rebuilt it. I do need to fix it because there is an issue with it currently where it's actually spooling backwards and the line is going over the drum instead of under the drum. It's a whole debacle. People got really upset online about it, but I do need to fix it. It's something on the to-do list, but I just can't be bothered pulling the bar off again. Now, this light bar is a Defend Indust, I think it's a 22-inch LED light bar. It's the laser LEDs. Yeah, this thing's pretty good. I like it, I rate it. Yeah, it works pretty well. It's a very good compromise from big lights. It puts out quite a bit of light for the size of it and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's another sponsor product. That's why it's sitting here, but also it helps me save some money for the channel and for the Sleepy 6 build, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I did like the 9-inch lights that I had, but I do need a bit more airflow. And I may have a radiator hack in the works, so stay tuned for that. Now, underneath there somewhere is Boo's 3mm steel bash plates. Now, my thoughts on the bash plates are that 4mm steel is way overkill. You can almost jack the car up off these things and they won't bend. I've hung this whole vehicle up on the bash plate several times now. There's a couple of scratches, but as far as the shape, they're still all one shape. They're still nice and uniform. They're not all creased out of shape or anything like that. Yeah, Boo's I found were absolutely wonderful. They were really good to deal with. I think they've changed owners now. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing, but I never had any dramas with them when I first purchased the car. That's when I got the bash plate sort of thing. So yeah, they've served me well for 3 years and they're still going to last probably another 10, I reckon. Just depends how much I get this thing out and about. So as you can probably see, I do have the recovery points on the front. That as is part of the bar. PIAC offers that with all the new Elite bars, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, let's move on to, there's a couple of things on the interior, the side, and then we'll get to the back. Alright, one of the most frequently asked questions I get is what tyres and wheels am I running? And am I running a lift? So, these are XD series. I can't remember the actual series thing, brand. They're XD series, that's the brand. I don't know what model they are. They're a 17x9, I'm pretty sure. And the tyres that I run are a Falcon Wild Peak AT3W. They are a 265/70/17, which is essentially a 32-inch. Now, I bought these, I paid $1,000 for 4 plus a wheel alignment. The rims I got second hand a while ago, and yeah, they came with tyres on them and I paid bugger all for them and I got a set of 5. But yeah, the Falcon Wild Peaks I have not had any dramas with. I absolutely love them. They are a little noisy, but they are an all-terrain tyre, so you got to expect that. You can't just expect a road terrain noise from an all-terrain tyre, especially an aggressive all-terrain tyre. Now, if I was going to do this again, given what I use the car for and how much driving I do, I would probably go for a mud terrain tyre, but I can't complain. I've had these in plenty of scenarios and I can't say, I don't think I've actually got stuck. I've probably jinxed myself, but I don't think I've been stuck in this car. I have once in sand. But yeah, that was purely a clearance issue. I have never been stuck because of tyres. So yeah, I rate them. I like them. I have no complaints about them. They wear really well. They're wearing evenly. I do need to rotate them, but that's just part of any tyre really. So moving to the side of the car now, we have the PIAC side steps. I just caught a fly in my hand, that's cool. We've got the PIAC side steps. They're side steps, but they're sort of a hybrid. They're kind of a rock slider as well. They do have a bit more flex than a proper slider would have, but that being said, they protect a hell of a lot more than a side step will. So they're essentially, I don't know, a nice hybrid, a nice compromise. Yeah, they're not the whole hog, but they certainly do stop a lot of damage. I have cracked my side skirts, and that's because I did get hung up the other week while I was out four-wheel driving. But yeah, I'm not too upset. It would have been a lot worse without these if I had the stock alloy side steps. So yeah, I rate them. PIAC were kind enough to send them to me, so thank you very much again to PIAC for pretty much all of your support throughout the whole series. But yeah, I found they were quite easy to fit. I'm happy with the construction. They're strong enough. I've had mates that are 200 kilos combined jumping up and down on them trying to snap them off. That didn't happen. So I'm pretty stoked about that. But yeah, that's definitely a worthy addition, especially if you don't have a lift. Alright, so we're at the back of the car now, as you can tell. Now, again, PIAC rear bar. I've gone with PIAC because I loved their design, their price. The biggest factor that sold me on PIAC in the first place was that I don't add an extra foot to the front of the car just with a roo bar. A lot of bars will stick quite far out the front. The profile of this bar hugs the car nicely. It's nice and shallow. It can make fitting accessories difficult, but the benefits outweigh the cons for me, so I was more than happy. But that being said, I am running the PIAC full-size rear bar. They do make a compact bar as well. Again, color-coded recovery points. Got the tow bar. Now, it's worth noting this tow bar does drop the tow rating to 2.5 tonne. However, my personal opinion, if you tow anything more than 2 tonne with one of these, you're asking for trouble. It's a little 2.4 litre. It's not the most gutsy engine in the world, and it's not the most powerful. It can tow 3 tonne, but I honestly wouldn't. I've towed probably 2.3 tonne, and that was pushing it. So that's just my opinion. I know there's plenty of grey nomads out there who like to tow 3.5 tonne vans or 3.1 tonne vans around, but in my eyes, I wouldn't bother. You're pretty much pushing your GVM and your GCM when you start towing that much anyways, so yeah, just something to keep in mind. But yeah, I reckon these are a good bit of kit. So under the bonnet is pretty simple. Just got a catch can here and the bonnet struts. Thank you to Mick at Off-Road Daily. Everything else, stock as a rock. Alright, so you're probably all sitting there going, come on, answer the first question. Do I have a lift? And simple answer is no. I've got one in the works. Hopefully it'll be done before Christmas, but we'll see how we go. It's a very busy time of year for everybody, and work's going to be picking up again. So yeah, we'll have to see how we go. But it is in the works. Everybody asks if my vehicle's lifted because I think the tyres make it look lifted because they're a bit bigger. I've dropped down a size in rim and I've gone up a size in tyre. Yeah, it makes it look a bit bigger, but no, it is not lifted. If anything, it's sagged because I've got so much bar work, and yeah, no lift, no suspension. I've been tossing up doing a poor man's lift for a very long time with some old stuff that I've got laying around, but I've never had the heart to do it. I don't think it's the right way to do it, and I don't want to do it. So yeah, I'm going to do it the right way. We're going to get it done properly. But yeah, that is to come. Now inside there's not much going on. I've only got a vinyl wrap on the center console to stop me being blinded by the sun. Yeah, that was pretty simple. That was supplied by AR Jetta. I bought it off them and they sent me another one to give away, which I've done. That was all done and dusted. Everything else is stock as a rock. I kind of like it like that. It's not the most powerful car in the world. It's built to a budget. Mitzi's are all built to a budget. It's yeah, it's not the most powerful. It's not the fastest, strongest, anything like that, but it is a damn good car for what you pay. So I couldn't be any more happy with it. Yeah, I've owned it for about 3 or 4 years now, and it's probably the car that I've actually owned the longest. since I've had my license, and I've gone through about 20 odd cars. Yeah, so I am appreciative of the old girl. She's got 120,000 Ks on her now, and she's still going strong. I will eventually get around to doing the tappets or the valve adjustment, and I'll record that, but I just haven't had time. Yeah, she'll be right. Anyways, take care of these things, they'll take care of you. But yeah, as far as anything else, that's all that's done to it for now. Yeah, what else have we got? Bloody... Oh, and the Kiwi Master floor mats are inside too. They're pretty cool. I do like that. Bugger off, flies. Yeah, so they do make a big difference, especially when you get into some sloppy stuff like mud and dirty stuff. Yeah, just pull them out, hose them off, good as gold. Now, as far as plans, like I said just before, I do have plans for a lift. So yeah, that's upcoming. And other than that, maybe an exhaust, but you don't get much note without doing a DPF delete, because the DPF is quite restrictive on these things. Might get it tuned. Everything's dependent. I'm not in a huge rush to pour time into this thing. However, that being said, I do have 2 projects on this that I really want to jump straight into, but I can't because Sleepy 6 is taking all my time and money. But hopefully, with any luck, I will be making a custom airbox myself and a custom stainless snorkel myself, and that might send me down the rabbit hole into a tune and exhaust and all the other stuff. But we'll worry about all that when it comes time. So for now, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this has answered a couple of questions that people always ask me about this thing. I don't have a name for it. If you reckon you got a name for it, drop it in the comments below. But yeah, I'm still actually yet to name it. It's only been like 3 or 4 years. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like the episode if you've enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out the rest of the channel, because I reckon it's pretty awesome, but I'm also biased because it's my channel. Huge thanks to everybody who's helped along the way. Yeah, I just want to try and get ready. Next year is going to be a big year for the channel, hopefully. Yeah, I want to take it to another level and see how we go. Thanks for watching again. I'm going to quit rambling. You guys can watch another episode. It'll probably be up here or somewhere on the screen. And yeah, we'll see you all in the next episode. Peace out, guys.